All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3.
Countdown to live show. Countdown to live martinis. There we go.
In 5, 4, 3.
It's Flo Vinger again. Welcome, Flo Vinger. Oh my gosh, so happy to have you again. So I have to tell everybody that today we are making blood orange martinis. There we go. There we go. And the reason, I just thought to myself, you know, on Fridays, and good cocktails take good recipes. And amen. And so as a result of that, I thought, last time Flo was here, she made a great blood orange martini, but she made it without me because I was busy running around the kitchen trying to get a bunch of things. Oh, she's wired up today. So I called her last night at 7:00 at night, just maybe to get the recipe. But while the phone was ringing, I thought, you know, why not just have her come on and do the recipe live? So that's why Flo was here today. Welcome.
You said, you asked yourself, why not?
Well, it didn't even occur. I was thinking,
maybe do it, Nanny Bubby.
Maybe she'll give me that recipe. I'm checking to see. There we are.
No, you got to have me on camera. That's the only way you're going to get me.
Okay, so guess who's here? Okay. Cynthia Berman is here.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, Cynthia's here. Teresa's here. Judy Woods is here. Judy doesn't join us all that often, so happy to have Judy. So, okay. We are making blood orange martinis. Brigitte just signed on. So hello, Brigitte. And Teresa Anderson said, oh, look at you. All right. Wow. All right. There goes that martini glass. And Teresa Anderson said, I love Flo. She was here last time you were here. So if you just heard me say it, I was just going to call her for the recipe.
Love you. Whoa.
You love Teresa too, right?
Anybody, the most important thing we need to do right away is juggle.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And you think I'm being silly, but I'm not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm not a good juggler. And what this does is, can you do it?
No.
Try.
Well, what if I break my martini glass?
Well, that's showbiz, babe.
Oh my God.
Yes, you didn't do it.
That was the worst. That was the worst. Oh my God.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, so
listen, that's what I was afraid of.
No, listen, this is good. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
You may know this, you may not know this. But here you go.
But it helps to tenderize them, yes?
Why? Why are you so smart?
Yes, yes. Okay.
So if you're afraid to juggle and break everything, which I have no fear of breaking anything in my house, but you can roll it on
on your cutting board, right?
Whatever.
Which is what I have right here. So
yes, roll that bad boy.
Okay.
And what that does is it gets it a little soft and gets those juices going. Whoa, what's happening?
You know, I have to show everybody what we're doing because my space, there's no wide angle lens on this.
Hands that I'm the face. So you have hands that I'm the face.
Yeah.
Oh, you have like a double hand technique. And
you know.
Ring. I'm sorry, that's all I'm seeing is your manicure and your ring and your jewelry.
Oh, yes. Hey,
fabulous,
40 years, honey. 40 years. That's how I earned that.
Wow. Good for you.
Good for me is right. So Brigitte asked if you're going to go live on Instagram. That's what she asked.
Where's my phone?
And let's see who else is here. My mom is here and Lucy's back. Lucy's been working, so she's not here all that often. Okay. And let's see. That's it for now. We got it. We've said hello to everybody for now. So start us out. I dropped a blood orange. So we hold on. I dropped a blood orange. So give me a second.
Okay. I'm going to try to go live. This is really, you know, guys, this is how it goes when you go live. It's just,
and by the way, this blood orange is so juicy, like it's so tender and it's very, very squishy. So there you go.
I just want to tell you, I really am a fan of anything that's squisher and tender and juicy.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I choose to have a big butt.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's that's just part of it. That's just part of being Italian.
Yeah, I thought it was part of being Jewish because I have the same butt.
Oh, you have a booty?
Oh, yeah.
Let's show our MILF booties.
Well, I wish I could, but you know, you can't, there's no wide angle lens here. So,
Oh.
okay.
Okay, so we rolled our produce.
Yes.
So I juggled, and whoever missed it, I'm sorry. You got to come on sooner. What can I say?
Okay, so I just want to say something.
This is a mandarin. It's a tangerine. Sorry. So
okay, Tangelo, I think it is, right? Is it a Tangelo?
Okay, girl. Well, I don't know. Tangelo, mandarin, tangerine.
Yeah.
I would call it what you like. Tomato.
Okay.
So listen, this is some sort of orange that's delicious. That's a little better than like a regular juicing orange or like a dry apps. Or excuse me, I know you like cursing on your channel. I'm sorry. A dry A star.
Okay.
You know, whoa.
She was drinking before she got here.
Part of it, I tell you. Okay, so we smashed them up good. I juggled. You
dropped it. I dropped mine. Yes, I dropped
but you
mine.
only rolled one, so roll the next one.
Okay, the lemon. So the lime was,
be...
I rolled the lime, which I cannot find anymore. It must be hiding with my apron somewhere.
Okay, so
I lost the lime. I don't know where it went.
On Instagram, what's up? I'm on live with Nanny Bubby. And
yes.
If you wanted to have two channels going at one time, she's on Facebook at Nanny Bubby.
Right, where we're together. Tell them we're together.
Yeah, we're doing this live together. I don't know why I'm doing this.
So I just want to tell you, Cynthia just said, I have that same juicer, which I well know that because she gave me the link to this juicer, which actually was the inspiration for my wanting to do this recipe on Friday.
Okay,
because
do you have a stake in the company? Is that what's happening?
No, I just left her juicer. When I was there, she made me a 10-ounce glass of blood orange juice. It was the most delicious thing I'd ever drank. There you go. And so I said, I have to have a juicer like that. And it's this juice, man. Let me hold it up. And strangely enough, my son went to school with this guy's son. My son went to school with this kid's son, this guy that invented this son. So he's like, Mom, don't we know them? And I said, yeah, for about a day, we knew them. Okay.
That was a good story. And I like your plug.
Oh, for what? No, we don't get, I mean, I wish we did. I don't plug anything I get for free. I only plug things that I love.
Oh, come on now. Bring it in. Bubby, come on. Okay. Bring it in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a virtual hug. You're so sweet.
Like,
I'm giving you a big kiss.
Thank you. Mwah. Yes, I don't plug anything. I get paid to plug. Okay.
Let's get to business. What we're doing here is I'm Nanny Bubby. I'm calling this a Ving Zing cocktail. Okay.
And tell us what to do.
It's 4 ingredients. You've got your gorgeous. You're using blood orange. I'm using a tangerello or mandarello or mandarin. We haven't decided. Okay. Whoa. And then I'm using Cointreau.
And I'm using triple sec. And
I look terrible. This is not good lighting for me. I just realized how horrible I look. Okay. Anyway, this is what I'm working with, kids. This is all this is, okay?
Okay.
And so Ving Vodka is made from what is it made from? Ving Vodka is made from organic corn, as you know, and it has no sugar. And it has, hey, where are you going?
Well, I'm looking for my lime, which I dropped when I was juggling.
Oh my God. Well, while you're looking,
tell them what it's made from.
Okay, so basically, we totally lost her. I love when she does that because I basically can say anything now and she can't hear me at all. So I could say, God, you're gorgeous. You're just so beautiful. Oh, here she is again.
Okay, I found the line. We're good to roll.
Every time you take your headphones out, I'm going to say something say something that you can't hear, that you're going to have to go and watch your own show.
Oh my God. Okay. Should I be scared?
So listen. So basically, I don't really like doing sugar in Ving Vodka, but sometimes you want a little sugar in your cocktail. I mean, let's be real. So you guys know that Cointreau has sugar in it, right? So that's why we're not going to add like a simple syrup. So simple syrup, as you guys know, is just like, half water, half water and half sugar. So it's water and sugar, which is my favorite thing to drink. But so Cointreau is basically an orange liqueur. Liqueur.
Right.
And so Cointreau, I like to show people, if you don't know, this is kind of old, so it's a sugar sticks. It smells gorgeous.
It does. Even the triple sec does, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a commercial for Cointreau right now. So it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear. If you take it on the nose, I always like to smell my ingredients like one by one.
Okay.
And for each ingredient, like I am not the person who's like, make a margarita and have some really low end tequila. Like I will, Brigitte was making fun of me yesterday because I made a stew out of filet mignon.
Oh, well, good for you.
It
Good
was
for you.
fabulous.
So
Okay,
Sue Plattner is here.
Hey, Sue.
Oh, she says, how can we know which martini will taste the best? I don't know. I think they all taste good, right?
Well, honestly, that's really personal. I mean, like, that's like, who do you think is funny? You have to, it's like, what do you like? Do you like sweet? Do you like sour? Do you like, so what we're making today is a great citrus cocktail, right?
Right, which I actually have been craving ever since Cynthia actually made me that blood orange juice. But
Right.
I do have to tell you, until today, because I'm just like loving the blood oranges, my favorite cocktail has always been a blue martini. Always.
I'm going to get you off of that.
Why?
Because all that is, Nanny Bubby, is like
it's food coloring and simple sugar.
Yes.
I know, but
Okay.
it seems very sexy to me to drink a blue martini.
All you're interested, right, is that color, right? You love that blue color.
I do.
Okay, listen, Nanny Bubby, come on now. We're gonna give you that beautiful color. So you use, pea powder, which gives you that beautiful purple blue.
Okay.
Which is a tea.
Right.
Or raspberries.
Oh, okay. Pea powder meaning like pea protein?
We could do that next time.
Okay, we'll do it next time. Okay.
That way
all right.
You're not putting those horrible chemicals in your body. No,
I know. But
you're just doing it because you like the color and it feels fun.
I do, and it feels sexy to me. And you put that blue martini. I mean, anything that's sexy, I'm up for. And this beautiful cocktail martini glass with the blue and the lemon.
You're so
but
she.
I know, I love the she. That's my favorite thing. And but you know what? With the lemon rind in this, and anyway, it doesn't matter because I am like all about the blood orange. So let's do.
Listen, so
I'm even wearing blood orange.
I know oh my gosh, you're perfect. You're just like matching your clothes to the cocktail. That doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so this is Cointreau, which doesn't have a color, which is actually good. It doesn't. Listen, if you're gonna have color in an alcohol drink,
right?
I'm gonna say it's my opinion, just so I don't get in trouble. But 80 to 90% of the time, it's gonna be a fake color.
Right.
Why is that? It's because like when we do Ving Kale and Cucumber Vodka, when we do this, kale is green, cucumber is green, and lemon is yellow. So why is it clear? It's because we're redistilling it. And if
fermented.
Leave it, it's redistilled, so it's evaporating. So it's evaporating from that. So if you left it green, it would turn yellow. And nobody's going to buy a yellow looking like dirt vodka. It's just
right,
because it is. You can't help but being influenced by your eyes.
Oh, of course.
Right.
And if it looks yellow, why would it would feel like they were drinking urine, right? You would not want that.
I mean, if you're in the mountain and you're stuck and there's no way out. I would do it.
But we're good now, so let's not even go there.
Yeah,
okay.
Go there.
So I just want to say I'm using triple second. Okay.
Smell it.
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
It smells like orange. It smells very sweet.
Okay, put a little bit in your mouth.
Well, there's a bite.
Okay, not very strong though, right?
No, not at all. More sweet than strong, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what's yours?
As far as the alcohol percentage?
Yeah, what's the ABV?
ABB. 60, it says 60 proof. Does that help you?
Yeah, so that's lower than, sorry, I got to put my glasses on.
Okay. And this says triple sec says the orange peel.
This is more. So this is 40. So you got to be aware when you're using any sort of triple sec or anything like that, you are adding additional alcohol to your regular alcohol.
Oh, good. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I just want to say I actually like Cointreau better. I just happen to be out. But this says The orange peel used in this product is the peel of Curacao oranges and sweet orange peel from sunny Spain. Curacao, also Curacao. This is called blue Curacao from the same area, right?
Not plugging that brand.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, a famous after dinner liqueur or frappe recommended highly by connoisseurs, also a chief ingredient in crepe Suzette.
Ooh, oh, that sounds yummy, actually.
Yes. Okay. What's
Okay,
next?
so this one is from France.
Hey, Jennifer Tuttle. Go ahead.
Hey, Tuttle. I mean, Jennifer. I like that name, Tuttle. It's awesome.
It's cute. She's cute. Okay,
like
go
it.
ahead.
Sounds like a gang name.
And Arlene is here. Oh, Arlene,
No,
I almost missed
like-
you. Okay, we're
No,
making
my name-
blood
my
orange
name-
martinis.
My name's Tuttle. Whoops.
Okay. No, she's
I love
cute.
that name.
She's-
I'm going to
she's-
use that in the script.
No. She's very cute and glamorous.
But that's why it's funny, because she's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
well, she's cute, so she'd come in. Hi, my name's Tuttle.
Okay, what's the next recipe?
Oh, so we're just telling you about. Okay, so now you've tasted it. You know what it tastes like. Do you like it?
I do. Of course I do. Yes.
Okay, well,
And it's also a main ingredient in a cosmopolitan as well, correct?
yes, and it can be in margaritas as well,
Okay. Yes.
if you like that kind of thing, which I love. So it's very important to try your Cointreau, or triple sec or whatever you're using, and make sure you like it. Because if you don't use it.
And so what would you use instead as an example?
Nothing. Just
Okay.
simple syrup.
Just
Like,
simple syrup.
Yeah.
Just sweet with no flavor.
If you like, I always say, if you like tart, don't use sugar. I mean, it's that simple.
Right.
So we're
Okay.
gonna start with the oranges, and
Okay, we're saying hi to Heather.
it's this little, I'm gonna call it a nipple.
It is. It looks like a nipple.
So let's just chop that off.
Okay.
If you get affected by that, I'm sorry.
Okay. And we're saying hi to Heather, who just joined us a little bit ago.
Hi, Heather. Okay, so I have one of these. This is just it just squeezes the juice out, and you're going to use your juicer, right? So go ahead and
I
start
am,
juicing.
but I do want to show you something really just amazing that I
Oh,
found
yeah,
today.
thank you.
My daughter came today to help me clean out my pantry and
Yeah.
get rid of a lot of stuff. And I found these two juicers, glass juicers that were my grandmother's.
Oh my
doing
God,
like-
I was going to say they're so old school. I love
Yeah,
them.
they are so old school, but I
I
just
know,
thought
I
these
love
would be so great. And you can see right here, there's a little spout on this. Can you see that?
Yes, that's perfect. I love
Yeah,
that.
isn't that great? So I'm
Yeah.
going to use the electric one, but maybe for the lime, I'll just use one of these. How's that?
Yeah, let's celebrate Nana.
Nanny, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what do you call because Bubbies are grandmothers, or what are Bubbies?
No, Bubbies are grandmothers. Yes.
Okay, so
Bubbies are grandmothers.
we
But
would-
I called my grandmother Nanny because my great grandmother was still alive and she was already Bubby. You know what I mean?
Oh, so there's only one Bubby.
Well, you could have more than one, but it just, she went by Nanny. By the way, you're doing that backwards.
It never comes out right the other way.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't?
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. I just do it backwards.
Okay. Good,
Oh my
good.
God, no, I did.
All right,
I was a mistake.
Catching everything here. Okay.
I'm too busy looking at you.
But my granddaughter and soon my grandson calls
do it
me.
right?
There you
Okay,
go.
So you want to put the
It's
I will do it.
counterintuitive because it actually looks like it
oh,
goes
yeah,
the
you
other way,
put
but it
the
doesn't.
holes are on the bottom, so you put the juice part towards the bottom.
Yes. Okay.
You know what? Learn from my mistakes, people.
Yep. Anyway, my granddaughter does call me Nanny Bubby.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah, but she mastered them right away. Okay, so we're doing the orange first. So should I go ahead and cut this blood orange? and- Okay. Look at the there you go. Look at the inside of this. Is that gorgeous?
Oh, that's pretty. That's a gorgeous.
Okay.
color. Hey,
So
you
here
might
we
want to keep a wedge of that for the garnish.
Oh, I've got 5, 6, 7
Oh,
of them
okay, you
all
just-
sitting right here.
So I'm
Yep.
going to squeeze the living hell out of this.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Uh-huh.
Now I like to squeeze as hard as I can, so because I just like to get as much out of it as I can.
So I am
And-
juicing these oranges, these blood oranges on the Juice
Yeah.
Man juicer, the citrus juicer,
Oh no, that's it.
recommended by
Okay.
my cousin Cynthia. Oh, and my mom is
Do
here.
you only do organic?
Do I? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And when I was down at the farm with Cynthia, she gave me a ton of blood oranges. So, okay, I'm
Oh,
juicing this. Can all of you see this? I should tilt this down so all of you can see it. There we go.
okay, so when you do about a half a lemon or a half a lime, you're going to get about, it depends how big, obviously, the lemon or the lime is, right? But you're going to get about, about a.
So how much of this orange juice should I have?
I do like at least one full one.
I did one full one, but about how many ounces do you think?
Let's do, well, you have a martini glass for one person, right? So let's do it for that. So we're going to do.
Well, my husband and son will be running down any minute as soon as this gets poured out. So we'll make a double, huh?
Okay, do a double. So do 2.
Okay.
I'm going to do 2 ounces of the
look at these. Can you see this? Can you see the color of these oranges?
Wow, that's really cool.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
Okay.
I just want to show, just because I just want to show you how much. Now you're gonna have a lot of pulp in it.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to see how much this does, if this does too. Oh shoot, I'm like spilling everything everywhere. I would be like the worst cook host, because I would just like everything would spill everywhere.
Yes, but are people having a good time?
Where?
When you're a cook host and you're spilling everywhere.
Oh, at least I would be having a good time. I don't know about anybody else. But so basically I got 2 ounces out of that, which is like what we need for the cocktail. I'm going to do just a little bit more because the pulp is accounting for some of the mass of that.
Right.
I'm going to actually do one more.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this.
Strain it. It's going to get rid of some of that pulp.
Okay, can I just show you something here?
You can show me whatever you want.
Can you see this? This is so cool because this spout right here, when you push it down, it just literally, do you see that?
Oh, it releases the juice?
Yes, isn't that cool?
Is it, oh, it's also straining. So you don't have a lot of pulp in there, do you?
I do not,
Oh my God, look, you're so advanced.
Well, thanks to Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia, we love Cynthia.
Yes, we do. And Cynthia, oh, hey, not Nancy Holland is here. Nice to see you. My mom is here. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Okay.
Okay, so here I'm juicing more.
So let me tell you what I got. I got actually 4 ounces, a little more than 4 ounces out of 2 oranges.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. But I want you to, just because I think we're going to lose a little bit, do at least, well, do you want 3 cocktails or 2?
Well, 3, I guess. So should I do another one?
Yeah, do another one.
Okay.
Please. Because I was raised right.
Yeah. So because I know my husband and son are there. They can't wait for the show to be over. We were talking about it all night long when I told them you were coming. So look at the color on this orange. This is the skin. Look at how beautiful that is.
Wow, that is pretty. Is that from Cynthia's farm too?
No. I already blew through hers.
Oh, Cynthia. Sorry, Cynthia.
I loved hers.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to show people how to get a little garnish out of this. Now, I probably should have done it before it was peeled, but I'm going to use like a little, like a paring knife. And basically, you just simply cut some of the peels. It's really not that complicated.
But you always want to cut your peels before you juice them.
Or you just make a hot mess like I'm making right now. It's your choice. I leave that is like, and then you wind up with that. So what I'm going to do now too is, if you want to go old school and you're at a farm or something and you just don't care, you just twist it and cut it like that. But do you want me to make it fancy? Because you're all like, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it like this and like that. I'm going to make a string, and you're going to want
a zest, right?
Yeah. So I'm just going to clean up the edges. I know you can't see it because this is not a professional cooking show.
And you know what I use, Flo? Let me show you what I use here.
Okay, so look, I just cleaned up the edges. That's what I did. So if you like a lot, you use that. But technically, I really shouldn't have gotten the rind in there. The rind is just the white part. Sorry, you can't see that. I should have left the rind off, but.
Okay, and you know what else I do? Can I just show you what I do?
Yeah, tell me.
So here is another blood orange. So I take this potato peeler.
Yeah, that would be better.
And then I just simply
She's so much more professional than me.
There you go. And the zest is just like spraying right off in my face, which is great.
Ooh.
So the really cool thing about this is that it's really
Really
nice
good
and
for your eyes,
thin.
Stacey. We need
Yeah. And then I'll cut it in half, right? And so we have two really cool
and if you want to
sides.
clean it up, cut off that ugly edge
Okay, you got
and
it.
make it thinner like Nanny Bubby like this.
Okay, you got
And then
it.
what you can do is twirl that bad boy.
Yes. And don't you want to take
But
it
you want
and
to wait though, because we'll do that at the end.
oh, how did you do that? Will you show us the technique for doing that?
Oh,
Just
yes.
just
So you get in this yoga position, you want to start like that, and then use your teeth.
There you go, like that, right?
And then you just twist yourself.
But I do know what bartenders do is that what they always do is they twist it into the drink because the zest has a lot of flavor in it when the oil comes out.
Let's wait to the end, but you and I like dessert first, so you know.
Okay, all right.
All right, where are we at?
So now after the orange juice, do I juice the lemon and the lime, and do I do that right into the same?
No, do it into a separate glass. I mean, listen, if we were at a bar and we wanted a drink, we'd just bang this puppy out. Right. Or would have it pre-done, but we're doing it now. So
okay.
let's just bang out the lemons and the lime juice.
Okay.
And talk about what you did this morning while we're doing this.
What did I do this morning? My daughter came over. She gave me my holiday gift and birthday gift because my birthday is only a month after Christmas and the holidays. The gift of organizing my pantry. And so, yes, because my pantry is just a disaster, which I hate because I'm a very organized person, but boy, let me tell you.
So what constitutes a pantry? Like,
cereal? What is it? Would you ask?
What's an official pantry? Is it cereal? It's like cereal, flour.
Oh no, it's like my oversized pots and pans. It's my food. It's baking supplies. It's the whole Megillah.
The whole kit and caboodle, as they say.
Yes, or the whole Megillah, as they say if you're Jewish.
Nice. You can come over to my house next.
Yeah. So hey, Charlene, Christine is here. Christine Ekstat is here. And Nancy Holland, I said hi to her. Lucy's back. Hey, Lucy. Okay, so how many of you are making drinks with us? Or how many of you are going to make these drinks as soon as we're off the air? Just type a 1 in the chat if that's what you're going to do. Okay, so these little cute little glass juicers are not as easy as you would think to use. I'm very spoiled by the automatic one.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to say,
if I can
give it the old school try.
Yeah, I'm just showing you this. So, it's unfortunate because I have so little space and there's not a wide angle lens on the computer. So it's
where's Spielberg when you need him? I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Okay, Brenda's here and she is making one as we speak.
Okay, so
what one is. Okay.
Okay, are you ready, Freddie?
Yes, I'm still juicing the lime. And what about the lemon? Do I need to juice the lemon? And how many lemons? I did 3 oranges. How many lemons?
Okay, so a half a lemon, half a lime probably gives you about a half an ounce of juice.
Okay. But I've got 3 or I've got
this is the recipe. Ready?
Ready. Write this down, everybody. Go ahead.
2 ounces of the whatever kind of orange, tangerine, tintorello orange, or blood orange, whatever you're using. It's going to be a half an ounce of the lime. And it's going to be a half an ounce of the lemon. And it's going to be, I'm going to do a half an ounce of Cointreau just to have it not be too sweet. And then we're going to do, now depending how strong you want strong cocktail or average or light?
Strong.
Okay.
So I have 1.5 ounces of, because I'm tripling the recipe. So 1.5 ounces of lime juice.
Okay, that's good.
And now I'm going to put in 1.5 ounces of lemon juice, right?
Well, you're not mixing it together yet, are you? Or did you do that already?
No. The lime's in separate.
She's so good. She's so good.
Okay.
My mom calling me. I'm not accepting. I'm sorry. I love you, Mom, but
Have her join us. My mom's here.
I know. I
Okay.
can tell her that, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let
Hey,
me.
Brigitte, if you're listening, can you text my mom and just tell her, give her the link to Nanny Bubby's page, and she can come in and say,
then, oh my gosh, and tell her to Brigitte, tell her to identify herself. Say, I'm Flo's mom, so we can all say hi to her.
She's gonna say,
What?
I'm Mother Earth.
She's Mother Earth. Okay.
So she changed her last name to Gaia.
Gaia.
And
Okay.
Gaia means Mother Earth.
Does it? Okay. Well, good to see that my mom's not the only crazy one.
I'm glad she hasn't joined yet.
She's here. She's probably cracking up.
No, my mom.
Oh, your mom.
What's your mom's name?
Adrian.
Adrian, listen, we need to do a powwow with you and my mom.
Oh my God. They must be from the same generation. God only knows.
So I like how you're using a lot of that elbow grease. Next time I want you to wear like cut off sleeves so we can really see you like flexing.
Oh, hey, I got arms.
Fun.
Just don't ever look at my booty and my thighs, but I got arms.
No, we're all about all of that. We're going to look at all of it.
Okay. All right. So I just worked it. I definitely worked it. Okay. So Brigitte is in Vancouver Island, which I love. Okay. I've got to get a little strainer because there's so many seeds in this lemon. So
wait, hold on.
Okay.
Do you have this, like a cocktail strainer?
I don't.
Okay, so next time get one of those.
Oh no, you know what I have though? It's okay. Look what I have. Look here.
What do you have?
See this?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's that like bar cart
yeah.
show.
Yeah. I was a cocktail waitress. I just was not a bartender.
You were? Where were you a cocktail waitress?
In Arizona when I was in college.
What was the name of the strip bar that you worked at?
Bobby McGee's.
Is that a strip bar?
No, that's the name of the restaurant. No, it's okay. No. Listen to this, Flo, and my audience is here and they will tell you this is the truth. I had a woman on who was doing needlepoint and she was teaching needlepoint, but she's from West Virginia. And she says to all of us who are tuning in, she says, just go to any one of your malls. They'll have a needlepoint store there. And I said, no, not for anything, but I can tell you, I can tell you where every strip club in town is, but I cannot tell you one needlepoint store in this entire town. This is Vegas.
That's why
we don't have needlepoint stores.
That's why I'm trying to hang out with you.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I got to get a strainer. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay. Now, all right, guys. I wish I could see the comments you're saying. So I want everybody to leave in the comments the true story of where Nanny Bubby, cocktail waitress, which strip joint was it? And what was her code name? Was her code name Shalalabuka, which means like Shalalabuka, shake your booty? Or does it, hi, she's back.
Can I just tell you, I love my husband and his job is to empty the dishwasher in the morning. The problem is he doesn't put things back where I find them.
Oh my God, honestly.
But I don't want to complain. I know he's listening, but I don't want to complain because he's nice enough to,
That might be grounds for divorce. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I don't want to complain because he does a good job with what he does, but okay.
Okay, so you're gonna have one of these bad boys. If people have shakers, if you don't, most people don't have this, but if you do, so you just stick that in there and then you push it down, and what that does is it just, see, sorry, I'm showing it pushes the metal part to the front, and then you're gonna pour it and it comes through the holes. Whoa.
So do me a favor, anybody that's listening right now.
I'm washing that, by the way.
Okay, go ahead. If you like this idea, because cocktails are recipes, right? And so how would it be if every Friday we did an actual cocktail recipe? I think that would be so much fun.
I think it's very important to drink it.
And I think that was really the inspiration behind my actually wanting to do this. And Brigitte said she texted your mom. So anyway, if you think it would be a great idea that Friday is a cocktail day, then put a 1 in the chat so I know that that's what you'd like. Okay, what are we doing?
Say, Ving Vodka, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, you're going to use the shaker, right?
Yes.
I think I'm going to use a clear glass, and the reason being is because I just want to show people like the process.
Okay, so do I first put ice into my shaker?
Yes. So the reason I hesitated was because we're very chit-chatty ladies, and I didn't want the ice to like sit there for too long.
Right.
So if we're gonna do ice, we gotta hustle.
Well, let's put it in there and I'll put the ice in last. How's that?
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So basically, as soon as you put ice in any alcohol at all, it's gonna change the taste. It's gonna dilute it. So that's why when people drink whiskey, for instance, they're just going to take a drop of water and maybe just put a drop of water into the whiskey to open. I mean, literally like a drop, but, or ice. So, or they'll use a cube that is not actual ice, right? They'll freeze the cube that doesn't melt, but gets it cold, right?
Right.
So it's not just the cold that's changing it. It's also turns into water. I don't think that's a mystery. So, okay, let's do 2 ounces of the orange.
Okay.
I need
in my case, it would be 4 ounces of the orange.
Well, no, because you're making 3, so it'd be 6.
I meant that. I just can't do math.
I got your back. That's how we roll.
Okay. Can I combine my lemon and lime juice just because I need the measuring cup? No. Okay.
So I'm making one.
Look at that. This is blood orange juice. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
That's gorgeous, actually.
I know. It's beautiful. Okay. So 6 ounces. In we go.
So and so.
Oh, almost there.
And then you're going to do a 1/2 ounce of, I myself am running out of
wine trial.
Real estate. I'm going to take my, my lime juice and I'm going to do.
Okay, perfect. 6 ounces. Okay. Now,
a half, because I just don't want it too, like, you know, like when it hits your.
It's a 1/2 of what? Lime juice?
You're going to do, so the recipe is 2, half, 2.
Okay.
4, 4, 6.
Yep.
22,
okay.
44.
Are you putting in lime or lemon with the juice? Lime juice first or lemon?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. There's one, and I'm using 1.5 ounces of lime.
And I'm doing 1.
Okay. Because you're doubling, I'm tripling. Here is 1.5. Okay.
So this is just the juice now that we got.
Okay.
This is what it looks like.
Okay.
Well, yours is going to be red, right?
It is.
Okay.
So I'll show you. Look at that. Can you see it? You can't see it because it's so dark.
It's very dark. I will say that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do my gorgeous Cointreau.
Mm-hmm.
Front. I'm going to do Cointreau.
And it's also a 1/2?
A 1/2 ounce of that.
Okay. So there is 1.25 and a dash more.
And I'm going to cover it.
Yes. Okay.
And then this is the best part. I just imagine myself doing surgery. Like I would just like, where's the scalpel? Where's the, it's not the scissors. Where's the stitching? The person's like bleeding out.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm not doing surgery.
What's next?
Next is the best part of it, which is the Ving
vodka. And we're using corn vodka, right?
So today we're just going to use the farm fresh organic corn. Reason being is the kale lemon cucumber has so much flavor. And for this particular cocktail, I just really want to, I call it a Ving zing. So it's just like, you know, it's very zingy on your tongue. Okay. And so I do want that little punch of alcohol. But then I also want that like refreshing zest and, you know.
Yep. Got it.
And I can't open it. Okay, I got it. Now, if you smell Ving vodka, it's just delightful.
It is. I remember this from last time we got together.
And you want to take a swig, like the kids do a part. No, just like take it. You know, do like that.
No, because we don't drink from each other.
Oh, she's so nice.
Well, because guests will come and I want to serve them Ving vodka.
Oh, see how nice you are.
Yeah.
So you just take a little sip.
It is so smooth.
So gentle.
Super so smooth.
It's
so beautiful.
You know, it tastes like alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes a little sweetness of the corn, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Good. So now it's going to be your favorite part. Since you said you wanted a strong cocktail.
Can I just make a shout out to my husband or son?
You
Somebody
whatever
needs
you
to come. Somebody needs to come let the dog out because he's
Nanny, Bubby,
begging.
oh.
He's standing over there whining and, you know, he's got to go out. Somebody's got to come down and let him
He's
out.
like, doing your show. I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Your dog's like, please, hello.
I know. He wants to go
By
out.
the way,
Okay. Which, by the way, he does almost every day during the show.
By the way, me trying to get you a swig of the vodka, of like to drink it out of there. I was just trying to give you a really good screenshot.
Oh, I didn't fall for that, did I? Okay.
No,
all right.
Okay. So, wait.
Am I putting in 3 shots of vodka? Because
is that a measure? Oh, okay. It's got a line on it. Okay.
It's a shot glass.
Oh, it's got a line on it. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So do 3 of those. So it's 2 ounces for that, right? That's 2 ounces.
I don't know. Is that a 2 ounce or 1? It looks like 2. Yeah.
That's really hard to tell. It almost looks like 3.
Thank you, honey. So husband's letting dog out.
This is 1. This is
that's a 1 ounce. Well, I'll tell you right now how much this is. 1 second.
Yeah, tell me. Oh yeah, look at you. You're so smart.
Yep, it's a 1.
Okay, yeah. It was hard to tell.
Yeah, it's a 1. So what do I need?
I'm gonna copy you.
Yell for him. Look. No.
Yeah.
He went back, Tom. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Enough with this Ving Zing. I like the way you hold the cup though. It's very I'm gonna try to hold.
I'm from Vegas. I learned how. I used to hold my baby bottle with my.
I don't know how you really manage. Let me do it.
Okay. All right. How many ounces of vodka?
I did it.
Okay, there you go. How many ounces of vodka?
Okay, so you're gonna do 2 ounces of vodka for each cocktail. So you do 3 cocktails, so you do 6.
There you go.
Now we're making a strong one, kids. So
that's okay.
If you want to just have like a little afternoon, then you just do 1.
So for me, it's 3/4 of a cup of.
I'm gonna do 2. And you know what? I'm gonna do 2 too. You know why?
Because you love me and you want to copy me.
I love you, and because I just basically copy everything you do.
Okay.
Okay. So So basically, we haven't added the ice in yet because we're doing it super slow, like painfully slow. So this is what it winds up looking like.
Yes, and you might be able to see mine a little bit better. I don't know if you can.
No.
Well, you can if let me just show you.
We're gonna see it in the glass, so don't even worry about it.
Well, you will, but you can see that. See,
look, that's beautiful. That's really fun.
It is.
Honestly, if you put raspberries in that or blueberries.
Oh. But I don't have them.
But even as like a garnish, anyway. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, now you can do your
ice. And how much ice do you think to shake with?
Like a handful, just enough to get it cold. We're not trying to change the flavor. Oh, what kind of ice is that?
It's just crushed ice from my refrigerator.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're gonna want to get it out of there fast because that's gonna melt really fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Quick, girl.
Okay. All right. Ready? Okay.
Now I'm just doing this by hand because it's in my glass. So I'm just getting it cold. And normally we would have chilled the glass with ice.
Ooh, whoops.
Or normally you would have chilled that. But we didn't. So we're just gonna pour it.
I missed that step.
You didn't need a strainer, but I kind of do. Because I didn't have and I'm gonna put it in a proper, but if you don't have all this barware, just get like a strainer that has like a very thin which it's going everywhere except
I know I'm going everywhere with it too. Okay. And here I think that the pulp kind of made this just a little bit.
Oh.
Hold on, I've got to wash this. Get this out. There we go. Okay.
The good news is the majority of my drink went in the cup.
Well, the majority of mine did too, but I have struggled. There we go.
So normally, if you were doing a martini glass, I would have said, put ice inside of the martini glass to chill the glass.
Right. That's a key thing, right?
Nice and chilled. and then you swish it around and then just shake off the water and then pour it in. Super
I'm pouring through here because the pulp is just killing it.
So mine has like, you can see it has like no pulp. Just gorgeous.
Just beautiful. Okay.
The smell is like,
let me tilt this down so everybody can see. Look at that.
You don't smell any alcohol, no Ving Vodka. Like it doesn't have that like, oh my God, yours looks amazing.
So look at this. So I didn't actually bring over the third glass because I didn't think I would be making 3, but I am. Look at this. Is that gorgeous?
But listen, now you have to garnish it.
Yes. Okay. So
you want to think about color. I think honestly, if you had a little green.
Oh, my limes are used. So cool. How my limes are gone, but what about the lemon?
Oh yeah, that would be do like a little bit of that lemon.
Okay.
And you can do a wedge.
Just to remind everybody, when you do this, you always want to hydrogen peroxide, food grade hydrogen peroxide, your citrus, because especially if you are putting this right directly into your drink and you're, taking the oils right off of it. So that way, you know that it's good.
What does hydrogen peroxide do?
It's food grade hydrogen peroxide. So it cleans the outside. It's because you don't know how many hands have touched it until it comes to you.
That doesn't change the flavor of the.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Really?
In fact, it makes it better.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I'll show it to you just a minute. So there we go.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't have, listen.
You have to tune in every day because my audience definitely knows about food grade hydrogen peroxide, right, guys? Press a 1. Rosanna's here. She said she just got home from the grocery store. There's snow at my house. I need a drink, she says. It's so rainy and snowy.
Well, hurry up. Get your materials.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you see bartenders do this or whatever they do, they take a piece of the orange or the lime and they're doing that. What they're doing is they're just taking the oils, and basically if you twist it, you're not going to get a whole ton. Whoops, just broke. It was sitting there too long. This is show business, people, and we just roll with the punches.
There we go.
But when you're twisting it, you're getting the oils from the rind, right? From the peel. And basically, I didn't do a great job. I like to show you what not to do so you know what to do. So I didn't do a great job peeling this because I have a lot of the pith on it. You can see that.
Right. Which is why you want to use the potato peeler, because you can see the pith is left really nicely on here. Can you see that?
Telling you that she did it right and I did it wrong.
Yeah.
I will say I support that. So I don't know.
So should we have a drink together? Should we try it? Everybody's dying to.
Cute. But listen, it's all about the presentation. You're going right in. I like that you can hear the gulp.
Did you? Oh my God. Did you?
Yeah. It was awesome though. It was like perfect. It was like,
oh my gosh. Well, I got to tell you, the blood orange, look at that. It just says spring all over it, doesn't it?
Oh my God. Your cocktail came out so pretty. How does it taste?
It's so tangy and it's so good.
Ooh, I got that thing in my cheeks.
Yeah. What's really great is the thing that I like about the Ving Vodka, and everybody knows, like, nobody's standing in line to ask me to promote anything, nor paying me for it. But I really do. I love Flo and I love the fun that we have together. That's number one. But I do love the smoothness of this vodka because I can taste the difference between the ethanol. There you go. The ethanol that we taste in all the other vodkas. They're so strong, and these vodkas are so smooth, and I can taste the difference.
Yeah, honestly, when I started Ving Vodka, I was like, why am I doing vodka? I hate vodka. And then I realized, I don't have to hate vodka because you can actually make it really tasty. I thought sipping vodka was a joke, but it's not. You can actually, if you put a lot of love and care into it, which I do with everything, as do you, Nanny Bubby. You can make a really beautiful vodka, which is why I put a lot of love and time into Ving Vodka to make sure. Like, we're making 5 pallets right now. I don't know if I told you that.
You did.
I was just up at the distillery yesterday and I tasted it, and it was like the 3rd time I went back up, but it's like, it's not good enough. Gotta massage it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with everything. And, for you can massage it as you distill it. And we try to do that when we cook, but sometimes when it's done, it's done. And so there's no going back, right? So you can serve a bad meal, which you just have to laugh at, or, things get out of control. Sometimes you're so, like last night, I burned my husband's steak just because I was so busy trying to get everything on the table at the right time.
Aw.
So, those things happen, but with distilling, you can take the time to adjust,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can. You have to start out like the same thing. If you didn't buy a good piece of produce, or you didn't buy an organic piece, like a good, that's why people pay a lot for certain types of beef.
Yes.
Like if I'm going to eat meat, I'm very careful of the kind of eat it. I don't know why I'm turning all my words backwards.
Kind of eat, I meat.
Kind of eat, I eat. But and I have had one sip, people. But also I think it's better for the environment to I don't want to say anything that's getting me in trouble, but like I really like to eat meat that I know, like I am that episode in Portland. I don't know if you've ever seen Portlandia, but where they're like, where's the chicken from? What was his name? And what were their parents' names?
Right.
How
Well, let
good
me tell you, I did a
what
big
they
thing
eat.
on, I did a big thing on this yesterday, and everybody who was here yesterday, I was talking to a nutritionist out of New York City. And I did say that it is sad that the factory farming industry will not only take a cow and force it to be raised in a 20 by 20 cement pen,
Yeah.
injecting it with hormones so that it will grow faster, so that it doesn't live a happy life. Cortisol is being put out into its bloodstream and through its meat because it's so stressed by its living quarters.
Yeah.
And then they don't even honor that meat by using the entire cow from nose to tail. What they do is they literally use cuts of its meat and then they throw the rest of it away.
Wow.
That does not honor, it does not honor our meat. Now, I love a good cow, and honestly, if I can look a good cow in the eye and he knows his purpose is to feed me and my family, and I can look him back and give him gratitude, I have no problem with sending him to slaughter to feed my family. But I don't want him slaughtered if he hasn't lived a happy life and a healthy life, and that he knows that his sacrifice is 100% of his body and his organs for the good of, the recycling of the world. And so I made a big deal about this yesterday, and I don't care if I get myself in trouble, because I worry about, there's so many carcinogens and cancers out there. Mm-hmm. And I worry it is great to cook and have recipes, but it is all so much more important. By the way, I'm thinking, am I drunk that I'm going through all this right now? But it is also important not how we make what we eat, but it's equally important how it is raised and grown. And so you want to get as close to that source as you can. And we talked about, we're very close to Utah here in Southern Nevada. Mm-hmm. And, Utah is a great source of great meat that we can, share a half a cow with people, right? Like if you want a cow and I want a cow, we call the rancher and say, hey, send half of it here and send half of it there. And you share the half. And someone just 2 days ago said that their family got a half a cow. There were 4 in the family, and the meat lasted a whole year.
Wow.
Yeah. In my house, it would last a quarter of a year, but in their house, it lasted a half.
So are they not doing what you were saying before about not using parts of the animal?
No. In the rancher in Utah that you would buy the meat from, without question, would use the nose to the tail.
Wow. Listen, my next question to you was literally going to be, how many times do you hear people talk about this and don't have solutions? And I feel like if I'm going to do anything, is just to try to find solutions for the problems, like instead of just like complaining about it. So I think like that's a very interesting solution, but is that extremely expensive? Like, can people afford to do that?
It's actually less, right? It's actually less, because think about what you've done. cut out in most cases, the rancher is butchering himself if he has this kind of product that he's selling, or he works with a butcher wherever he goes. And you've cut out the distributor, right? The meat distributor. You've cut out the grocery store. I mean, everybody has to make a profit to bring this stuff to market. I take nothing away from them. It's a lot of work. The salesman has to make his commission when he's able to sell a big lot to Costco or whatever. So so what is happening is you're cutting out about, no pun intended, about 3 steps of the butchering. As an example, for us, it would be Utah. Maybe for Oregon and Washington, it would be Idaho, right? Because a lot of cattle is raised in Idaho.
But then where are you going to put all that meat? Like most people, I'm sure you have like a humongous freezer somewhere.
Well, I don't. And
well,
that's been a problem for me. And that's why I actually haven't called Utah yet. But what you can do is you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and you can buy one of those treasure chest freezers and put them in your garage. And then you, when the meat comes, you just put it in that treasure chest. That's what they're called. They're called.
Okay, so I think this is a really interesting idea. Actually, I think you kind of tapped into something here. But I think what would be really cool is if you could get like a group of people together, because most people don't have a garage and can't afford like a freezer or the extra.
Well, right, you do. You get, one whole cow would last, for a family of 4, that it's too much. And so people.
What if you got a group of people together? What if you got like 100 people together? And once it's allotted to all those people, so they're paying less.
What you're talking about is a CSA. Do you know what a CSA is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so a CSA is a community supported agriculture. So there's a local farm here that actually grows these vegetables, and you subscribe, and all the subscribers pay for the fruits and vegetables and the delivery. So because there's a few people that do this, they literally deliver straight to our homes. And that's Desert Bloom Farms. But on the East Coast and probably around the Fresno, Sacramento area, the CSAs just show up like at a schoolyard every Saturday or Sunday, and then everybody goes there and picks up their boxes. In our case, we
but is that just produce, or is that meat too?
No, that's just produce. But the analogy I was making is that what they need to do is create a CSA, a CSM, community supported meat. But I'm just saying a CSA, like a CSA for the beef, where 100 people come and they buy, certain cuts.
That seems so logical. Why isn't that done before?
Because Flo Vinger hasn't shown up and created it.
I was going to say you should do it.
And I want to talk about one.
After this conversation, I didn't even, this could be.
Well, call me. We'll go into business together. But let me just tell you something. Here's the other thing. One of the healthiest things that first of all, let me say this, that the most basic of instincts of the human race is to feed ourselves and to make certain.
I was literally thinking that today. I was like, I wish I didn't have to eat. I was telling you before, I was telling Nanny before we got on, I literally have to drink or eat something like once an hour now. I don't know what that is, but I'm like, I feel like I'm going to die. I'm like, I am so thirsty. I would never survive on a desert island. Like, what would I do? Like, when I see these TV shows, I'm like, that person has I was just watching Lord of the Rings. I'm like, they haven't had a snack in 4 scenes. I'm like, how are they functioning?
You would drink coconut, but let me just say.
Coconut? They were on a mountain. There was no coconuts.
All right. Can I get this out?
No.
So it is our most basic instinct is to feed ourselves and to feed our young, right? Like, without feeding us, we do not survive.
It's called the croc brain.
It is. And the most healthy thing for our bodies is actually the organ meats of both beef and chicken and what other animal, lamb, or what other animal you may eat.
I don't like liver. Don't make me eat it.
I know, but here's the problem. The liver of all of us, anything that is mammal, is the filtration system for our bodies. If in fact the beef or the chicken are factory farmed, then all of that cortisol is ending up in the liver. So the very organ that is the healthiest for us to eat ends up being the most toxic if it is not a grass-fed free range animal. And you have to be very careful about that. You have to be very, very careful.
About this, what'd you call it again? The
CSA?
What does it stand for again? What's the acronym for?
Community supported agriculture.
And it does not yet exist in the beefing industry.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I'd have to look that up. I just now thought of it myself. I'm like, wow, does that exist?
I think that's genius.
Thank you for that.
No, I'm being totally serious. I think that's brilliant. I mean, because I think like, yeah, everybody's running to doing, you know, what do they call it again? The beef that's fake beef.
Right.
What is
Which
it called?
well, whatever it is, like beyond beef or whatever it is.
Whatever.
I am telling you, I get the worst, I mean, pain in my stomach from eating that like nothing. Why?
Really?
I don't know. Ask my stomach. I cannot eat that beyond beef or
Listen, there's a lot of vegans out there, vegetarians. I'm very supportive of that community. I think it's amazing. And I think I commend them for being vegans and vegetarians and, or pescatarians. And everybody has their reasons for doing it. Some people
of which I was for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
I was for 7 years. And my daughter still is.
Which one? Vegan, vegetarian?
Pescatarian. And she eats eggs and cheese. But well, there's no but. I mean, we have to.
Can I say what I was saying?
Yeah, please.
So, I really commend those. I have two very good friends who are vegans, and it's hardcore. I mean, like, you know, they really mean it. And, you know, so there's a whole another part of the culture that's trying to do beyond meat, and they're trying to be conscious of the danger zone that the farming industry is, you know, with cattle and the gases and all of that stuff of what it's doing, the ozone layer, and just the abuse of animals is terrible.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's, you know, you just can't, your brain just starts to go, you know, and you just don't ever want to eat meat again when you learn how it really functions. And I think this is a great alternative for people who maybe want to have some meat like every so often, but really don't want to support the I don't want to name any names, but like the big box stores that have made it into just like, which is very dangerous for the workers who work in the environment.
It's terrible.
It's all around bad, right? So, and we're consuming way too much meat, right? But maybe you want to have a little meat every again. But I think this idea, which I'm going to have to write down, but I think it's a great alternative to say, okay, you know, listen, guys, here's another option that you didn't even think of, that, you know, but it's got to be bigger, because in order for it to get become a cultural thing, meaning like multiple people do it, which is what you want, right? You want a lot of people doing this, because then we're just talking about a very certain percentile that can afford a house with a garage, with a freezer. But if you have multiple people doing it and purchasing into this, I think you have to make people feel secure, that they understand where it's coming, even though they don't now. You know, it's like,
well, you know, I think you do when you go to Whole Foods. So in other words, you go to Whole Foods and it says grass fed.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. I was thinking of like the other ones.
And maybe Sprouts. Well, I don't know that the other ones, the big box stores are saying prime, but they're not saying grass fed.
Yeah, they're not saying a lot. So ultimately, or like if you go to a restaurant, you're really not knowing where, you know.
No, it's very hard for me to eat in a restaurant. It is.
You and I are, like, I swear to God, we're two peas in a pod with that. Like,
but I do want to say this about not only the beef industry and certainly the chicken. I mean, nothing tears my heart out more than like a chicken, and I do not eat chicken out. I will not eat chicken out. Yeah, I only will eat chicken that is, you know,
organic and.
Yeah, that I've picked out, that I know is from Mary's, and that I trust that source as much as I possibly can. Yeah. But let me tell you something else. The glyphosate industry and the way that they have impacted the soil of our
What does
vegetables
that
and our
mean? I don't know what
fruits.
that means.
So glyphosate is Roundup, which is an insecticide.
Oh, right. Yes, we talked about this last
Right.
time. I just
Yes.
I always forget that word.
And so it only takes 2 years to get that out of our soil. It only takes 2 years to get that out of our soil.
Okay.
And many of our farmers in the middle of America truly want to convert their farms back to real farming. But we, the consumer, has to take out from them and give them time to retool their farms.
Right.
And so the best thing that we can do is grow our own gardens. And that, my friend, don't tell me that you can't do that because you don't have a backyard or that you don't have, because I want to tell you that 60% of all of the food grown in World War II was grown in people's patios. 60% of the food that we fed our troops was grown on patios, was grown on schoolyards, was actually grown on the White House lawn and parks in this country. And we may have to get back to that in order to allow farming to reconvert their fields to normal farming practices. Did I depress you or
No,
inspire you?
I just think, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit of both. I mean, not depressed. Depressed is not the word. I just think that is a huge ask of people. And I think that
it's a huge ask, but you know what? It was a huge ask to ask all of us to stay home during a pandemic. If we have a food shortage.
But most people didn't.
Well, they did. They certainly did.
You know, I think of, like, as soon as you say something that to me, I'm like, yes, let's all start our own farms. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I need soil. When is it going? I'm going to eat that tomato in 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to take it 6 months to sprout. Like, I start think of like the realistic aspects of it. You know what I mean?
Right. But understand during World War II, there was food rationing. Okay. There was food rationing in America. There was food rationing in Britain.
Are you talking about the Depression?
No, I'm talking about World War II. This was after the Depression. There was not food rationing during the Depression. There was an excess of food, but no one could afford to buy it. That was a problem. It was trashed. It was trashed.
I don't read.
Huh?
I don't read.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, but there was food rationing, and and so we need to get our act together. Anyway, I probably wouldn't have gotten through this, but I drank that much of this martini, and so I'm going down. Martini. And we've lost all of our viewers anyway because they were not.
Where did your husband go?
He let the dog out and then he went. He's waiting.
His cocktail.
He's coming down to get his cocktail. So listen, Flo, I love you to death. If Cynthia is still watching, I convinced Flo to come meet us in April at Full House Fallbrook, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to have a great time.
So seriously, do you like the drink?
Oh my God. Seriously, I do. Oh, are you kidding me? Of course.
You can put a little, if you want it sweeter, you can put a little more Cointreau in it.
No, actually, you know what? I like it tangier. So for me, I would take out the triple sec and probably not take out. I wouldn't have used as much. I would add a little extra lemon. Yeah. Lemon or lime.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, now that nobody's watching,
I like the taste of the vodka.
The Ving Vodka.
The Ving Vodka.
Ving Vodka. Well, listen, it's been divine. Today's episode has been brought to you by Ving Vodka, Nanny Bubby, and her Nana's juicing glass.
My nanny.
Juicers.
Yeah, my nanny. These are hers, right? These are hers.
Today,
yeah, I didn't know that. So, Judy Wood said Victory Gardens. That's what they were called. Thank you, Judy. The Victory Gardens. These were the Victory Gardens of World War II. That's correct. Yep. And Cynthia is here. Yes. Cynthia, did you hear that? Prior to the show actually starting, I invited, because I always invite Flo to Full House Fallbrook. There you go. And so she said that she would be down in April. She'll bring a guest and stay in the barn, and I'll stay up at the main house.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
So today was the Ving Zing.
Okay. Listen, Flo, I love you dearly. I love your vodka. I love you. You're a great intellectual individual, and I love that. And I just want to say that I really appreciate that I called you at 7 o'clock last night and said, hey, do you want to do a recipe together? So I love this. And you can tune in every Friday and we'll do recipes for cocktails. How's that?
Delicious.
And your mom never said hello.
Thank you for thank you to all your fans.
Yes. Did your mom ever come?
I don't know, but
Stacey Hackett. Stacey Hackett is here. Let's see who else. Teresa Anderson. And Fallbrook is now distributing Ving Vodka. So I wish you $1 million in 2021.
Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm just going to drop a quick plug.
Please.
We're working on RTDs for Ving Vodka, just so you know. So we're going to have cocktails in a can, people.
Right.
And we can get another philosophical discussion about the environment and the so exciting canning and plastic industry, which
I just want to tell you this.
To hear about.
I just want to tell you this. It's interesting because keeping kosher means, this is what keeping kosher means. Keeping kosher means that you honor the life of the animal by slaughtering it humanely. But sadly, the kosher industry is not interested in how that animal is raised. And I really believe that if our great ancestors from 5,000 years ago understood where we would be today, they would really require that not only is it killed humanely, but that it is raised humanely.
Wow. Yes, I agree with what you said. And it's a very intense topic. Hi, Florence. It's my next door neighbor. Can you
hear me? All right, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. I adore you too, Flo. So happy Friday.
Ving Zing, Ving Vodka, Ving Zing, everybody. It was delicious. It was
L'chaim to you.
Cheers.
L'chaim.
Come to me, Mama. Click your pooter.
There we go.
All right, Mama.
Okay. Bye.
I'll talk to you soon. Have a great time.
Thank you for being here, Flo. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.